everyone. Today is November 7th, 2018, and I just went to Navy Medical and I got my Nexplanon removed. And I'm actually glad that I was able to get it in today because I called yesterday and I was thinking, oh, they're not going to have any openings for 2 to 3 weeks. And they were like, we can get you in tomorrow at 3 p.m. I was like, alrighty. And since I'm going to Iowa on Saturday, the 10th of November, 2018, I decided today would be a good day because my husband and I were thinking about getting it done in early December. But as most people know, that when you get off birth control, your periods have to regulate again. And I would rather have that sooner rather than later so that we can start having kids sooner rather than later. So the procedure was actually pretty much a breeze. I went in, they did my blood pressure, took some notes. Doctor came in, basically said that once the Nexplanon is removed, you're instantly fertile. And that you can get pregnant on the first try. And she talked about windows of opportunity. Basically, if you know your cycle, you know when you're fertile and everything. Now, I've been on Nexplanon for just a little over a year. October 18th, it's now November. So a year and a couple of weeks. And in that year, I have not been able to track my periods at all because when you're on Nexplanon, you kind of don't have a period except once every few months, and that's basically what it's been. I think in this entire 12 months and some odd weeks, I've had a period 3 times. So it's very hard to track your body, and prior to that, I was not on any type of birth control for 5 years, and I tracked my cycles like clockwork. I knew when my period was going to start. If I was late, I'd freak out. And then, up until last year, I had 5 years of continuous data on my cycle. So now I have to start all over again. So luckily, I know my body pretty well, and I know that when you're coming off birth control, your cycle does have to regulate. The doctor also said that it could take 3 months for your period to regulate, sometimes 6 months. And then once I'm actively trying to get pregnant, after a year, if I do not fall pregnant, then I have to come in and do a fertility test. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that my body and my husband's super sperm, as he calls it, work together like magic and we make a little angel. Hopefully it works out, and we're not going to be actively trying. We're just going to let things, sorry, I've got pain in my arm right now. We're just going to take things and see what happens. We're not going to be actively being okay, I'm fertile today. We've got to do this today. Otherwise I'm going to miss my window of opportunity. So we're going to see how that goes. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And then we're going to do it my way. So, and on my last visit, when I set up a appointment 2 weeks ago, the idiots there mistook me. So basically, I called in, I said, hey, I want to get off birth control. I need to set up an appointment. I waited 2 weeks to get in to see somebody. The idiots there thought I wanted a consultation to get on birth control, so I completely wasted my time. But the doctor, it was a different doctor, gave me prenatal vitamins. And so I believe on this trip I'm going to start taking them. I might wait until afterwards because the last time I ever took prenatal vitamins, I was sick as a dog. And I don't like taking medicine at all. If I can help it, I'm 100% against medicine unless I absolutely need it. So I'll have to do some research and debate on if I really want to take prenatal vitamins. I probably will end up taking them, but he recommended to take them prior to conceiving. That way you do get a better chance of conceiving. and stuff like that. I honestly haven't done any research or anything, but I do have the prescription of prenatal vitamins. Now on to the removal. So I was on Implanon years and years ago, 6 years ago, I want to say 5 or 6 years ago. The experience on the Implanon insert and removal was absolutely horrendous. The nurse practitioner, when I was getting it removed, dropped the instruments on the floor and proceeded to put them up and put them with the sterile instruments, the ones that didn't fall on the floor, and I had a freak out. I was like, absolutely not. No. It took forever to get the Implanon removed because it had attached to my muscle. And then I had a huge bruise, literally all up in there, from them holding my arm down and tugging and everything. It was terrible. And then once I got the Implanon removed, I went on to the depot shot, and that was hell. I basically had a period for 3 whole months nonstop, and after I missed my second appointment for my shot, I was like, that's it. I was off birth control for 5 years. Last year I got married. My husband and I decided we wanted to get on birth control. We weren't ready for kids yet. I know I'm talking fast. I'm sorry. So the insert of the birth control Nexplanon was very easy. It only took 5 minutes. Looked like a stapler, except it shot right into your arm. They put a little band-aid on, and I walked out the door. They numb you up first. Today I walked in, they numbed me. The numbing needle went in. I felt pain for a couple of seconds. She took a scalpel and made a small incision. I had a little bit of scar tissue, so she had to cut a little bit deeper and around that to get to the point of the Nexplanon, which is the little bar. And then after 2 minutes, it was removed. I didn't even feel it being removed. It was amazing. When I was getting my Implanon removed, that was a completely different story. So, she basically just held some gauze there and wrapped it around. I've got to keep this compressed for the rest of the day. And then, as far as bruising goes, she said that she did see bruising. My arm was kind of like up here, so I couldn't see anything at all, but I'm pretty sure once I take the bandage off, I will have a nice little bruise. I currently have a nice little bruise right here, if you can see. It's a really awkward position. I had a bruise over here. Where was it? Right here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I bruise very easily. This one here just showed up. I don't know what happened. This one here, on October 31st, I was taking my puppy out. I forgot it was Halloween. At the bottom of the stairs was a pumpkin. My dog freaked out. He's only 16 weeks old and just was having a panic attack. He freaked out, so I went down to pick him up, and he got even more scared and bit me. Not because he's aggressive or anything, but because I scared the living crap out of him. And so, yeah, I bruise very easily. And the bruise for the bite only showed up 2 days ago, on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, so 3 days ago. And that's just how it goes. Something happens and it doesn't bruise instantly, but this one she said that she did see bruising instantly, so it's just everybody's body. But I forgot where I was going. I'm going to try to keep everybody updated and see how everything works out. So today is day 1 of Nexplanon removal. I'll try to do another video and tell you exactly when my period starts again and go from there. But for now, it's just kind of a waiting game. But thank y'all for watching. If you have any questions or anything, go ahead and leave a comment. Remember, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional, I'm just an individual who is trying to have kids, and each person's body is different, so just keep that in mind. If you're trying to get pregnant, your body is unique to yourself. My body is unique to myself, so is the next person. Not everybody has the same experience with trying to get pregnant as the next person. And I hope y'all all the best if you are trying to get pregnant. And y'all have a great day.